So good morning to you all. My name's Cliff Pooley. I'm part of the business development team. And welcome to our demonstration of vLearn. As I say, vLearn is our innovative virtual learning environment. It supports your organisation's unique needs and brings virtual on-demand learning to life, as you will shortly see. vLearn has been created in partnership with the Olive Group, who have joined us today, and they are a global education technology organisation. And their technical expertise that the Olive Group bring supports our commitment to create innovative solutions, which supports our customers in this digital post-COVID world. I'll now hand over to the team at Olive Group to show you more, and following the demonstration, there will be an opportunity to ask some questions. So I'd like to hand you over to Jordan and Josh. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Cliff. Can I just request everyone for the demo, if everyone can please go on silent, and then we will take some natural pauses throughout the demo and leave some time at the end where anyone can come in, ask any questions and feedback. Josh is going to begin with the first element of the presentation, and Josh is going to provide an overview of the update and upgrade of NOCN in the digital and document management system. Then I will take over from Josh, showcase the additional features of the virtual learning environment. If you would like to access this not only for your staff, assessors and tutors for documents, but also for learners to support with the learning journey, as Cliff mentioned. And then we are going to showcase, there's been a lot of requests in, we are going to showcase the virtual learning environment within the Teams application environment, which is due to launch this month. So if you are wanting to access the product for your learners, that can be deployed through Teams as well. The integration's very good, and that integration will be built out with the likes of Active Directory, Power BI, and you'll see more and more integrations with the Microsoft suite coming down the line. Then what we will do is just summarize the presentation, because we will be going through a lot of elements today, and then we will open the floor up for a Q&A. And just to manage expectations, we would expect this will take about 20 to 25 minutes, if that, which will leave more than half an hour for a Q&A, so loads of time for any questions. Perfect. Josh, I will hand over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jordan. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. So I will just kind of take you through. So over the course of the next month, we will be sent you kind of look out for an email coming from vlearn@nocn.org.uk. This will basically have your user, your URL, your user login and password details for the platform. I will also have a link to a landing page that we've created. So if you just bear with me a second, I'm just going to go and share my screen. So this will basically, what this will give you is an oversight of some videos, some helpful videos on how to work the system as an admin, how to work the system as an assessor, how to work the system as a learner, and it'll just give you those views and a little bit more information and stuff like that. So once you get your email, you'll get your URL, which you'll type in obviously into your URL bar. You'll get your username and your password, and then you can sign into the platform, and it's as simple as that. So within the platform, we have these get started help bars. So I'm just going to run through a quick few of those just to show you kind of around the system first off. So this is about the admin dashboard, which is where you'll land. And on the admin dashboard, there's a help center, which basically has all the knowledge base. So it has videos, interactive guides, how-tos, as well as access to support from our technical 24/7 365 technical team. There's instant messaging and notifications built into the system, so you can talk to your learners, etc. You can manage these widgets from within the administration side of things, so you can move them, you can highlight them, and you can move them with these little kind of plus arrows, and it's simply make the dashboard however you want it. So the second part then that you need to obviously first off you need to know is about creating facilitators. So creating facilitators, down on the left hand side, you have, oh sorry, just bear with me. You have a various under users, you can create learners or you can create facilitators. So if you create facilitators, there's various roles. You put in their first name, their last name, their email address. You can either create a password or you can automatically generate the password, and then you can choose which role they have within the organization. So if it's a sub-admin or if it's shooter, content editor, etc. from that, and then click create, and that will actually email them with their username details and login details and everything else for the system. The next part that I need to just show you is actually the document manager system, which is obviously what everyone's here for. So within the document manager system, we've created that into the various subject sector areas, and within here, this is the direct replacement for the My NOCN, which is being deactivated kind of later on this coming year. So you'll find within the one platform that you'll have all the information you require within each subject sector area, construction, and you'll have all of the various documents and assessments and everything else kind of within there. And what you can do from a sub-admin and from an admin point of view is you can actually share these with any of the users that are within your organization. You can download them. You can also put a little star on them so that if you need to find them in the quick bar, you can go through the bookmarks and you can find them there as well. So if there's something that you use on a daily basis, weekly basis, that you don't want to go click, click, click through the various different sections to find them, you can actually bookmark them there as well. So that's kind of a quick kind of overview of the document manager. And I think Jordan is now going to take you through looking at various other aspects of the platform.
Thank you, Josh.
My pleasure.
Perfect. Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. So as well as being able to access your documents as in similar way of how you would have accessed via my NOCN, I suppose some of the additional benefits of that is the ease of use, and all of those documents have been upgraded and updated as well, and will continue to do so within inside the vLearn environment. But in addition to that, you can start to begin to create and curate your own content, if you'd like to start to deploy this for your learners and enhance that learning journey. So what we're going to do is showcase some examples of that from, so we're still in the administration side of the platform here, and then what we will do is jump into the learner side inside the Teams environment to showcase what that would look like from a learner's perspective as well. So one of the great benefits of vLearn is it's not just a platform, it is a product that comes with a lot of digital content in addition to the highly intuitive virtual learning environment. So you'll have the ability to access over 100 ready-to-go courses, which we call maximizer courses. So things in regards to accident investigation, anti-money laundering, things around healthcare, GDPR, leadership, etc. that can be plugged and played into the learning journey, and is all inclusive within the small fee of price per learner per month for NOCN learners. In addition to that, what we've been reviewing and creating over the last 24 months is a lot of digital content specific for NOCN qualifications. So for example, the pathway to construction course, a lot of new content has been created specifically for that. Employability suite for set personal development has also been created too. So what we are doing with the vLearn product is reviewing all of those most used courses by centres and starting to create digital content to support you deliver that to your learners as well. And that's only going to grow over the next few years. So please do get in touch with us, let us know what your most important courses are, and we continue to sort of add that to the development roadmap. So what I'll do is I'll just jump into one of the courses just to showcase what that would look like, and then also how you can add in additional content. So you can actually create your own content within the platform, and you can add to content that's already in here. So as you can see, a course title, image, a description. You can also enable e-commerce into the platform as well if you do want to sell additional courses, but if you just want to apply that to a learner who's on program, you wouldn't have to do that. In the course creation section, as you can see, this has been one that's been created. So you need no sort of high-end technical skills and development skills to be able to create content within vLearn. I would say really basic, essential digital skills, and you'll be able to start creating your own content because the platform is that intuitive. So as you can see, I'm just going through the tutorial in terms of the builder. So you can view the content from a learner's perspective. To see all the content that you're adding into the platform, what that will look like from the end user. You can upload files including MP4s, MP3s, documents, PPTs, PDFs, Excel documents. You can create live sessions. We'll get into that in a bit more detail around the integration with Microsoft Teams, and also if you're accessing this, if you don't use Teams and want to access this via URL, you can, and we also have an integration with Zoom. You can create online tests, quizzes, multiple choice exams, subjective type questions, which can be answered by tutors and assessors. You can create assignments and stipulate deadlines for submission. Add in HTML content. So if you are more technical, you can add in stuff like code, but you can also just add in free-form type text, images, etc. SCORM compliant courses as well. So if you do have your own SCORM packs and want to deliver that through the vLearn product, you can simply plug and play. In addition to that, we know that a lot of tutors and assessors use YouTube videos, Vimeo videos, third-party content to support the delivery of their content if they were doing it in a classroom, or even if they were screen sharing. The brilliant thing about vLearn is you can actually dynamically pull from YouTube, so it doesn't infringe on any copyright, and the learner isn't plugged out to a third-party system and then have to come back into your system. It's dynamically pulled through the vLearn product, and that's all mobile enabled as well. You can create surveys to gain feedback from learners, create your own certificates. All of the maximizer content and the additional NOCN content has been endorsed by One Awards, which is part of the NOCN group. And then you can also import content too. So say, for example, if I wanted to do accident investigation for the construction sector, advanced, I could copy all of these modules into a course and then add in some of my own, or if I was doing it specifically for a client, accident investigation for construction company ABC, I can then start to customize that out very simply, very easily. In addition to that, you can also add in content dripping. So that would be, you can stipulate days and percentage completion of the course before you move into the next section. So even though it is self-paced digital content, it's a lot more sort of intuitive than the learner saying absolutely everything. You can say once you complete this, you move to this section, or on this date time, you move to the next one. And then also uploading any supporting files to the product as well. So that's just a quick overview of the product, and then from a learner's perspective, this is what it would look like. So very easy to use.
Hello and welcome to this course on accident investigation.
So professional presenter.
During this course, you will learn the basic
digital content. As you can see, all of the different modules, knowledge checks throughout, and then an assessment at the end as well. I'm just going to go back to the dashboard now and showcase a couple of additional features. So this getting started is here all the time. In addition to that, we have 24/7 technical support. So if the learners or the administration have any questions, they can contact us right away. And also, as the main administrator for your organization, you will be allocated a customer success manager. Then if you do have any sort of problems, questions, want to discuss any things such as integrations, you can get in contact. Adding learners is very simple, same as the facilitator side. So you can upload learners via bulk, up to 1,000 learners at any one time. You can send instant messages to learners, custom notifications, add and remove learners from the product, and also feedback to learners on submitted work. Because of the way vLearn is structured in terms of costing, price per learner per month, it is sort of a fairly low fee. We do understand that that will take sort of a bit of management, and sometimes learners drop off programs and they're not always on for a, say, 12-month period. Might only have a learner on program for 1 or 2 months, and you wouldn't want to pay an annual fee for the learner. So very simple to deactivate the learner within the platform, as you can see there. Just one simple deactivate button. That learner is deactivated, and then you will not be charged for that learner. In terms of reporting, so it has full management information system built into the platform. In terms of course, test and assignment reports, course preview reports, tutor performance reports, log activity and consolidated course reports, in addition to feeding back on assignments. And in addition to that, you can track the learner progress per course and content too. So that's a quick whistle-stop tour from the administration side. There's a lot more in there, but just for an initial intro to the platform, that's what we will cover today. Just going to now jump into the team's environment, and then also discuss the sort of next steps if you would like to start to use this as a virtual learning environment. So as you can see now, we're inside the Microsoft Teams environment, so the app will be live in the App Store. On your getting started page, you will have videos of how to use a platform depending on what user state you log in as. So if you log in as the administrator, there's going to be videos of how to access as an administrator, assessor and learner the same. On the newsfeed as a learner, I've got quick links into all of the pieces of sort of content that I'd like to see. So we have courses here, so I can jump back into the NVQ content. I have a live interactive newsfeed, which I can like and comment. I can see any live and up and coming sessions and deadlines, so integrated with the team's calendar. And then also the portfolio section as well, which will showcase how you can start to upload evidence against learning outcomes from a learner side and also from an assessor side too. The marketplace is any additional courses that the tutor or assessor would like to add to the learner that might not be directly in line with their program, but would like to share some additional content with them. So as a learner, you can see your progress, your enrollments, courses near completion, and then addition the courses to jump back in. So as you can see, lots of content uploaded. Obviously, from a learner side, they wouldn't see all of the content, the allocated content based on what you want to provide them. So from an admin side, you would have access to all of these courses, but you would choose which ones that you would like to allocate to your learners. And as I said, that all comes in fully inclusive within the price per learner per month. So just jumping into the NVQ as an example, as you can see here, yet again, the tutorial pops up and just sort of outlining how the course player works, so very easy to navigate. So from an onboarding, and because it can be launched within inside the Teams environment and or a URL, with the tutorials, it makes for a really easy sort of setup and implementation. So as you can see here, video of content directly streamed from YouTube. In addition to that, quizzes built into the platform as well. More videos, etc. And I'll just show a quick example of the customer service. Oh, that one hasn't been loaded.
Hello and welcome to this online visual display unit ergonomics course.
As you can see, very easy to navigate. I can only jump through because it's a demo account. A learner would have to go through from one section to the next. And when they reach the end, they get a certificate which can be downloaded. So very easy to access content, as you saw from the administration side, to curate your own content, change the content around. So very easy to deploy that, whether it's fully online or a blended approach. Now what we are doing is jumping into the portfolio section. One we created earlier, level 6 NVQ. So when this loads, as a learner, I can see any tasks that's been set by my assessor. I can view any targets that's been set in terms of deadlines. I can also add smart targets for myself. So I can see a list of tasks and any deadlines set for each task. Moving back to the program, so you can add in welcome resources. In addition to that, you can see all of the elements of the qualification. So I'll just jump into the first element. I can see all the learning outcomes that I need to hit. As a learner, I can actually upload evidence against multiple learning outcomes. I can either import that from my evidence bank, sort of one that I created earlier, or I could upload that directly from my device as well. So if I'm sort of out on the job and want to do upload evidence, I can. As you can see, that evidence is being uploaded into the platform. And I just want to pop in here evidence and submit that for review to my assessor. It's very simple, very easy to use. From the assessor side of the platform as well, they can upload evidence against criteria for the learner, which is makes it sort of for very easy sort of mapping to if it's more of a assessment based qualification. So that's a quick example of the portfolio. Just now jumping into the calendar section. So as you can see, the calendar section is integrated with the Teams. So if you do set up a calendar session for your cohorts of learners, that'll be pulled into their calendar. One last section, and then I will come back into just an overview of the product and the main room. We have the evidence bank section. So sometimes learners don't know what exactly the sort of evidence might map against. So you can actually create folders or upload evidence into the evidence bank, which can then be mapped by the assessor or mapped by the learner as well. So uploading images, videos, attachments, all to the evidence bank, which will then build into the portfolio. In terms of sizes, 50 megabytes for images and documentation, and 500 megabytes for videos as well. And that's not total, that's per image, per video, into the platform. In addition to the sort of states that we've just covered, we are in the process of updating the IQA and EQA state as well. Which will sort of bring massive benefits in terms of that tracking and auditability. And then what I'll do is I'll just sort of summarize the sort of what vLearn is. So I think Cliff done a fantastic and probably much better intro at the start than what I'll cover, but just in terms of just being really direct in terms of the sort of key elements. So it's a product designed to support NOCN centres, focused on three key elements: the administration and assessor support. So that's a section that Josh took us through, that everyone is gaining access to access those materials in an updated version, a very easy way to share throughout your organization. Second to that, if you do want to access this as your virtual learning environment for your learners, you can access your virtual learning environment features with the digital content. Then the portfolio capabilities for NOCN qualifications. So from your access for administrators, you have your tutor support materials, document management system, which you can add your own documents to as well, and an upgrade from my NOCN. In terms of the virtual learning environment access for learners, the digital content, maximizer courses, custom learning materials for NOCN qualifications, the virtual learning environment, which with learning management system functionality, where you can upload and curate your own content, which has reporting and an e-commerce integration with Stripe. In terms of the portfolio, you can utilize for NOCN qualifications, map evidence against those learning outcomes, utilize the assessor and learner workflow panel, and report on that portfolio as well. If you are accessing this for your learners, that can be launched from the Microsoft Teams application. Yeah, we made it just before past as well, so I'll come back into the main room now, and then Cliff, happy to answer any questions, open it up to the floor. If we maybe do a hand raise and bring people in and out when appropriate. I don't know if there's anything additional to add, Cliff. You're on mute, Cliff, if you're talking, or we might have lost you. Perfect. I'm happy to host the Q&A. Is there any questions from anyone? If anyone would like to raise their hand. Zach. Hi, Zach.
Hi there. Yeah, I just wanted to ask what the cost is going to be per learner per month for doing a course through your system.
Okay, so there's two options, Zach. The first one is for the VLE and digital content, excluding the e-portfolio capabilities, and the cost per learner per month is £2 for that.
Apologies about that, Jordan. My Teams decided just to shut down. So I was frantically clicking on the buttons and it just shut down. So apologies about that for everyone.
No problem. We'll put a complaint into Microsoft. We've just been big into the Teams integration as well. And then Zach, the cost for VLE content and the portfolio is £5 per learner per month, so a slight increment for the portfolio, and that is due to the sort of the work that goes into set up and the additional functionality of the system as well.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any additional questions, guys? We've got a nice crowd, Cliff.
Nice quiet one.
So if anyone does have any questions after, we always tend to think of questions after the event. So if anyone does, just get in touch with your, say, business development manager. So my centres, obviously, if in the north, contact myself, or in the south, it's Michelle. We'll say both cover construction, and our specialist non-construction qualifications in the north are covered by Akil, and in the south by Laura Randall. So if anyone does need any information, just say get in touch with us, please.
I think
We do.
Carol
Another hand up.
your hand up there. Hi, Carol. Sorry.
Yeah, just a quick question. Obviously, as you know, Carla was supposed to be on this video as well. I've noticed that you're recording it. Will it be available for people to see after the event?
Cliff,
As far as I'm aware, it will be. Yes, I can check that for you, Carol, and let you know. But as far as I'm aware, it will be available.
Yeah, because trying to explain everything you've talked about, it'll never come out the same as seeing the actual recording, will it?
No, and Carol, we do have 2 additional demonstrations in webinars over the next coming weeks as well.
Okay, it just depends on if Carla's available to join on or not.
Yeah, we'll share share this definitely.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Just in terms of the onboarding that Josh was mentioning there, so everyone will receive their details for the document management system. Very easy to use, like we said, 24/7 support. If anyone would like to start to access this, pilot it, review it for their virtual learning environment, as Cliff mentioned, set up the meeting with the business development manager, go through your requirements. We can do more one-to-one demo, understand your requirements in a little bit more details and support you sort of set that up as well. So in terms of a phase 1, access the documents, you can have a play around of the system. You'll probably have some sort of questions, ideas around that. And then if you would like to utilize that for your learning delivery, that's when you can sort of set up those one-to-one sessions, and we'll facilitate them as quickly and as openly as possible.
Yes, because we have your contact details, obviously your emails to log on to the system. So, we can drop you emails with our contact details on if you don't have them.
Brilliant. Thank you, Cliff. Any more questions before we dial out?
Yeah, I think we're all okay, Jordan.
Brilliant. Thank you. Lovely to meet everyone. Thanks for your time this morning, and thanks for the questions.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Cheers.